Welcome back, fellow explorers of the chaotic universe, to the Chaos Theory. I'm your host Rahul, and today marks a special milestone for us. It's our 50th and the final episode of the 50 Days of Chaos. It's been an incredible journey, delving into the realms where chaos intertwines with various disciplines. Yesterday, we delved into the world of engineering, uncovering how chaos plays its hand amidst gears, circuits, and structures. Today, as we bid farewell to this whirlwind adventure, we are taking a step back to observe the grand tapestry of chaos across diverse fields, from the intricate dance of molecules to the cosmic ballet of galaxies. Chaos permeates every facet of existence. But what about the domain of language? How does the unpredictability of chaos manifest in the way we communicate, express, and understand each other? Join me as we embark on a final expedition through the linguistic labyrinth. We'll unravel the threads of chaos woven into the fabric of language studies, exploring how words, syntax, and meaning converge in the symphony of chaos and order. So grab your metaphorical compass and let's navigate the final frontier together. Welcome to the 50th episode of the 50 Days of Chaos, where chaos meets language in ways that will both intrigue and inspire. Picture language like a maze, where every word, every sound, every choice you make is a twist in the path. Chaos theory tells us that even tiny shifts at the beginning can send us down widely different routes. Think about it. Say, you're telling a story. Change just one word, maybe a slight shift in tone, and suddenly the whole tale veers off in a new direction. That's the beauty and complexity of a language. It's like a never-ending game of choose your own adventure. Just like in a maze, every turn leads somewhere new, and every decision matters. So next time you're crafting a sentence or having a conversation, remember the power of those small changes. They might just lead you to the whole new story. Language, it's like a delicate balance, Chaos theory teaches us that even the tiniest tweak at the start can send ripples through the entire system. Take a conversation for instance. Imagine you're texting a friend. You choose a word, add a bit of punctuation, maybe throw in an emoji. Seems small, right? But that one little decision can completely change how your message comes across. Maybe it adds humor, or maybe it comes off as serious. It's like dropping a pebble in a pond. The effects spread out in all directions. Think about it in terms of your tone. You should say the same sentence in a cheerful way or a sarcastic one, and suddenly it means two completely different things. That's the sensitivity of a language. It's like walking on a tightrope. One misstep and you're off balance. And it's not just in conversation. Think about writing too. Every word you choose, every sentence you craft, sets the stage for how your message will be received. It's a dance of subtlety and nuance, where the slightest shift can lead to a whole new interpretation. So next time you're communicating, whether it's through text, speech, or writing, remember the power of those initial conditions. They might just determine the entire course of the conversation. Language is like a puzzle made up of countless pieces that fit together to form a bigger picture. Chaos theory tells us that even though each piece may seem simple on its own, when they come together, they create something much more intricate and beautiful. Think about it. Every word, every phrase, every grammatical rule interacts with one another like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, clicking into place. And just like with a puzzle, sometimes the final image surprises us. It's more than just the sum of its parts. Take a sentence for example. Each word has its role to play, but it's the way they come together and gives the sentence its meaning and depth. It's like a recipe where each ingredient contributes its own flavor, but it's the combination that creates the final dish. That's the magic of language, the way it's built from the ground up, with each element adding to the complexity of the whole. So next time you're reading or speaking, take a moment to appreciate the intricate dance of words and rules that come together to form the rich tapestry of language. Language is like a living organism, constantly evolving and adapting. Chaos theory teaches us that even in the midst of apparent chaos, there's an underlying order that emerges over time. This phenomena, known as self-organization, is at play in language studies too. Think about it. As people interact and communicate, they unconsciously establish norms and patterns that shape the way language is used. These norms give rise to dialects, slang, and even entirely new language. It's like watching a garden grow. The seeds of language are planted, and with each interaction, they grow and spread in unexpected ways. Consider the evolution of language itself. Over centuries, languages morph and change, influenced by culture, technology, and societal shifts. Yet, amidst this constant flux, there is a sense of order, a rhythm, and a structure that emerges from the chaos. So, next time you are marveling at the richness of language, remember the power of self organization. It's the invisible force that shapes the way we communicate and connect with one another, creating a dynamic and ever changing linguistic landscape. Language is full of hidden treasures, and one of them is the presence of fractal like patterns. These patterns, like the intricate design of a snowflakes or fern leaves, repeat themselves at different scales. In chaos theory, we see this concept in fractals, complex shapes that look the same no matter how much you zoom in or zoom out. In the way we structure sentences, there is similar repetition of patterns, from the smallest units of sound to the larger structures of paragraphs. There is a self-similarity that echoes throughout. Take syntax for example. The way words come together follows a certain rule and pattern, echoing the larger structure of the language itself. Even in the way words are distributed in texts, there are fractal-like quality. Certain words appear more frequently, forming clusters and patterns that repeat themselves throughout the text. And in speech too, there is a rhythm and cadence that mirrors these fractal patterns. Just like the repeating shapes in nature, language is filled with these mesmerizing repetitions, waiting to be discovered and appreciated. Language, like a river flowing through time, can suddenly change course in surprising ways. Chaos theory tells us that systems, including language, can experience abrupt shifts, known as bifurcations or phase transitions. Think of it like a switch being flipped. Suddenly, everything is different. Consider how language evolves over time. Cultural shifts, technological advances, and changes in society can all trigger these formations. Just as sudden change in weather can redirect the flow of a river, societal change can alter the trajectory of a language. Take slang for example. A new word or phrase can emerge seemingly out of nowhere, spreading like a wildfire through a community. It's a phase transition, a sudden shift in the linguistic landscape that reflects broader cultural challenges. Even the introduction of new technologies can catalyze these shifts. Think about how the internet has revolutionized communication, giving rise to entirely new ways of expressing ourselves. So next time you notice a change in language, remember the power of bifurcations and phase transitions. They are the moments when languages like a river takes a new turn, shaping the landscape of communication in unexpected ways. Language, much like magnet, is drawn towards certain patterns and rules over time. In chaos theory, we call these forces attractors. They're like the guiding stars in the night sky, pulling language towards familiar paths. Think about it. Linguistic norms, cultural conventions, and grammatical rules act as these attractors, shaping the way we speak and write. Just as a river flows towards the ocean, language naturally gravitates towards the established patterns. But it's not just about what language is drawn to, it's also about what it avoids. Enter repellers. These are like the warning signs, guiding languages away from the certain paths. Maybe it's a grammatical error that jars our ears, or a cultural taboo that we instinctively steer clear of. Together, attractors and repellers create the boundaries within which language operates. They are the invisible hands that guide our linguistic choices, nudging us towards certain expressions while steering us away from others. So next time you're communicating, remember the silent forces at play, the attractors pulling you in and the repellers nudging you away. As we conclude our journey through the labyrinth of chaos across diverse disciplines, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you, our dedicated listeners, for joining us on this exhilarating adventure. It's been an extraordinary 50 days exploring the intricate dance of chaos in various fields, from engineering to language studies and beyond. Together, we have uncovered the mesmerizing patterns and the unpredictable dynamics that underpin the fabric of our world. We have witnessed how chaos theory illuminates the interconnectedness of systems, from the microscopic to the cosmic, and how it offers profound insights into the complexities of our universe. From the nonlinear nature of systems to the emergence of fractal like patterns, from the sensitivity to initial conditions to the presence of attractors and repellers, each episode has enriched our understanding of chaos and its profound influence on the world around us. As we bid farewell to 50 days of chaos, let us carry forward the lessons learned and continue to embrace the beauty and unpredictability of chaos in our lives. Thank you for embarking on this incredible journey with us. Until we meet again, may your days be filled with curiosity, discovery, and touch of chaos. This is Rahul from Chaos Theory signing off, and I hope these 50 days of chaos made you realize the interconnectedness of disciplines and you all had an enjoyable learning session. If you enjoyed this series, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Also, I'll soon start posting this on YouTube. So to be updated, follow me on Instagram at The Chaos Theory, with theory spelled with THEORY. Thank you.